Okay. All right, so, okay. So, first of all, identify yourself. Tell me your name.
Sharon LaWanda Hughes.
Okay, Sharon, are you born and bred from Savannah?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and how many generations are you from Savannah?
Oh my God. Probably 3.
Okay. Do you have any idea of family history? How far back can you go?
No, that's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Yes.
All right.
Because, explain yourself. Because in the what I've learned, and I guess this is true because the Jewish community sent me to Israel, and it really let me know what I don't know about my background, because we were slaves and we were taken from our family, and we didn't have anything to bring with us because we was kidnapped and taken away. So if you was a child, you had no memories. If you was a teenager, you had no memories. You might remember your family, but you didn't have nothing to take with you. And that's sad because when I went to Israel, I saw how families was not taken away, but they're separated from their family. But you got to take something because they gave you so much time to pack. With us, we couldn't take nothing. So it's like, I can't tell you my history because I don't know it because we didn't have that upbringing. And it made me real sad. It made me really sad. And I'm about to start crying again because every time I think about it, it's just so sad. And I saw the people getting killed. I saw the shoes. I saw where they was at. I went to the plantation, and it's sad. But y'all got something that we don't have because we was kidnapped as a child. So you had to come to the United States when you got free and make your own memories for a family. But we started our background started with nothing compared to y'all having maybe a blanket, a pillow, a picture, a brooch, some kind of family heirloom to have, and we didn't have nothing. So it just made me more sad.
You're in a unique position to talk about the Jewish community. Would you explain why?
Because I've been here 26 years, and I work at the desk, and I've gotten to know so many people, young and old, and I got to see the Orthodox, the Reform, the Modern, and I just love the different experience. I love an Orthodox wedding. I think that's the best thing in the world to see how the rabbis, they walk around, they got their beards, and they so, stone faced, don't do nothing. But when it comes to an Orthodox wedding, they let go. They just celebrate the marriage, and they're so happy, and they just so, I love it. I just love it. I love it. I love the breaking of the glass. I love to watch the men come, bring them in, they're singing the songs, and seeing the men dance together. I like to see how the men celebrate the marriage and put the couples in a chair and to celebrate the man, celebrate the woman. I love the bar mitzvahs. I love putting the kids up in the chair and dancing. It's just awesome. And everybody has embraced me in this community and let me see those different things. And it's been wonderful. I love when I go to parties because you know who give you the best story? The seniors. I mean, I love finding me seniors to sit with. They have the best stories and the best history about the Jewish community, and it's awesome. And to embrace that kind of, they show me love. Judge Michael Carr brought me here. He left me here, but I can't say that anyone in this community has treated me harshly for being black. They look at me as being me, Sharon, and they like me for me. That's how I feel. So it's been an awesome experience. And they say the South still got a lot of race problems, but it's hard for me to say anything about that because I haven't felt that. And maybe I'm the one unique one because of me being here. I've never felt that. Nobody has ever made me feel like I was black and they didn't want anything to do with me. Everybody loved me because it was me, and that made me feel good. So it's been an awesome experience. I'm scared of height, but the Jewish community, took me to Israel. And that was an awesome experience. I'm scared of height. We went to Masada. And they tried to get me to go, and I would not go. Everybody went, I stayed down. But you know what was beautiful? I stayed down, but I watched the people walk up to walk and come down. That was as awesome as doing it. To me, I think that was even better because I got the experience of seeing them going up and coming down. And you think about those movies you've seen, of people in the war and people back in those days and how they had to walk down like in little tribes and come back. That was an awesome experience. They might have been on top and I've been on the bottom, but you can't take that away from me. It was just awesome. I love when I went to Jerusalem and we got there, we was at the top. And everybody got off the bus, but not this chicken child. I wouldn't get off the bus. But I peeked. And that was an awesome experience seeing that city lit up at night. Because you know what? It made me think about my religion as a Black Baptist. And it made me think about the Jewish religion. And it was awesome. It was awesome. It's an experience I will never, ever forget. It's an experience I want to do again. And, Adam took the time to take me to the Christian area. And that was just beautiful. People ask me, well, you didn't get to see a lot of Christian stuff. I'm like, yes, I did. Because no matter where you was in Israel, that was there also. So I experienced both worlds, and it was beautiful. And it's a trip I'm going to take again. I always talk about it. Because you have to walk it to understand. And it was just awesome and amazing. One more thing I said, Alan Ratner, you wanted me to do an interview? Here's your interview. Thank you.
I want to ask just a couple of questions. I've talked to a lot of people who, from a white experience, are telling me what it was like to grow up in the South with segregation. And several of them talked to me about what it was like to participate in the civil rights movement. I've heard a wide range of stories. Tell me a little bit about what it was like for you growing up in the segregated South. And what was your first memory, your first experience with Jewish people? Was it positive or a negative one?
My experience? When I first started, it was here. A lot of people didn't talk to me. But I don't know if I could say it was about color. It was just, I was new. And so it's hard for me to answer that because I can't really give you that explanation. Because I really started with the kids and just working to the desk. And once people started coming in, I'm calling them, and I guess maybe, I don't know, people just start talking to me. The kids start talking to me. And when the kids like you, the parents gonna like you. Because you love your kids. And that's how it started for me, because the kids would come here and talk to me all the time. So that's what pulled the parents in to start talking to me. And it was just a great experience. And I think our first experience, because you don't think about racism. I think I experienced it when Beach High School got integrated and they brought the white kids to Beach. And Beach is a Black school. So it was like nobody wanted them there. They didn't treat them good. They try to really make them stay away. And just to see people being scared. When I do see racism, it's hard because in the career I've had in the court, in the career I've started working here, people never treat me like that. But it's here, I know that because of the way things are done and how some people get things that they shouldn't get because of the color of their skin. I hate it, but it is there.
Tell me a little something about your relationship with some people in both political and civic power who are Jewish, who you've met through either the courts or through, other civic resposibilities. Like Judge Carp and Kenny Sadler and.
Judge Carp. That's my everything. Every decision I made in my career, this man saw me as a skinny little girl in recorder's court. He heard my name a lot. And he wanted to know who was Sharon. Because they couldn't find it. They said, go get Sharon, Sharon will find it. Well, he met me. And we just became friends because he just kept hearing my name all the time. And so when promotions came, he wanted me to work with him. I became his secretary. Yeah! that's not my thing. So he wanted me, he the one said I should go to the courtroom. I guess he was thinking about how I could remember things and remember people. And he thought I'd be good at it. And look, he's right, I was. I mean, it was a career of 32 years of recorder's court. And it was because of Judge Carr. Even when I decided to retire, I went to him to talk to him. Everything I've done in my career has been a part of that man. That man has helped me with everything. You know, Kenneth is awesome. He talks to me about a lot of different things. I mean, Dana Braun, Steve Greenberg, Arnold Young, oh, the list go on and on. Dr. Goodman, Walter Lowe. That man is full of so much history. Ansel Samuels, I just love to sit down and talk to him. He could tell me anything. I mean, and I had another good friend, Arthur Glass. I don't know if he remembers the Glass. That was my insurance man. He told Sharon, leave that State Farm and come to me. I'll give you a better, no, what's this, State Farm? Yeah, Allstate, and come to me. I'll give you a better deal. My first plane ride was with Arthur Glass. He held my hand to go to a wedding. I was scared of height. He set me between him, and she's deceased now, but she was a nice lady. Can't remember her name, I'm sorry. But they set me between them and took care of me on that plane ride to go to a wedding. I mean, they always was worried about me, but the best stories you can get is from the senior adults. I used to love my seniors to come on Sunday to bingo. They used to tell me so many stories, and just watch them, you know, and call them and tell them to come to the meetings. And then I got to know them, and some invite me to things, and I get to see all those pictures when they was young, their histories, and hear their stories about when they lived down on West Broad Street. You know, Charlie could still tell you the stories. But Dr. Bosner, I mean, Lawrence Bosner. I love you, Dr. Richard Bosner, but your dad, he was cool. I mean, I just met so many people. I can't name them all. This community, I mean, I've been here 26 years. I've seen generation after generation. And I love the way some of the kids would be teenagers. And I met them. And then I had their bar mitzvah. They go away. They get married. They come back and bring me either a wife or a husband. Then they come back and bring me a child. So that made me feel good. They tell everybody, you know, I was here when they was here. So it's just awesome. I had a couple of couples tell me, you know, if I didn't put them together, they tell the kids, you know, you're here because of Sharon. So it's just been a great experience. I mean, in the watch generation to generation, I met a lot of good friends. And like I said, I think the best part is when they leave and they come back and they either bring me a husband or wife. Can't beat that, and I'm still sitting here looking at them.
You know, you mentioned generation to generation, and that's
Bye.
You mentioned generation to generation, which is kind of a catchphrase in the Jewish community about passing on a legacy. You also mentioned about almost being a little envious that as little as Jewish people have about their background, that it's more than you think you can ever find about your background. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of a meshing of the two ideas. When you think about the legacy that you want to leave, is there anything you've learned from the Jewish people you've worked with that will become part of the legacy that you leave to future generations?
My generation is...
Future generations. So is there something that you've learned because you've worked with or been close with Jewish people that you're going to pass on?
My parents was good parents. They believe in working hard. And we had a nice upbringing from parents. So I sit with Jewish community with parents and kids. So all I can ask for my family to do is do what I did and do what my parents did. Work hard, love your family, and be there for them. And my mom and my dad was there for us. And they loved our friends. You know, if you was my friend, you were their friend. My parents didn't tell you you couldn't have this friend, you couldn't come in the house. And I see that with the Jewish community too. You know, you got to love each other and work hard for what you want. That's I guess, that's both legacies. My legacy and the Jewish legacy. And that's what I want for the generations.
Is there something, are there other ways in which the way you grew up is very similar to what you see Jewish parents doing for their children? It's similar to what you just said, but is there anything else, another example that you can think of where it's your upbringing is very similar?
Well, I guess church. My family believed in church. My mom had us go to church every Sunday, and the Jewish community believed in going to synagogue and prayer, and you believe in prayer. And my mom believed in that too. And she got us dressed every Sunday morning. My daddy's uncle and aunt was reverend pastors. So we would get dressed up every Sunday, and we would get in the car with them, and they would take us to church. And they believe in that, and Jewish community believe in church too. Well, it's synagogue. It's still prayer. It's still believing in God. Yours is G-D, mine is G-O-D. So we believe in the same thing. It's just a little different. But we still got the same idea that you got to love the Lord and love everybody else. And that's what my parents did.
You've seen a lot of changes over, how many years have you been at the JEA?
Probably about 26,
26,
27.
7. You've seen a lot of changes over the years, some for the better and some for the worse. Is there something that stands out in your mind that was a really wonderful thing? Or is there something that stands out in your mind that is really something that you miss, that is gone? Or is there something that you can think of that you wish would change?
That seems kind of hard. That I don't want to answer.
It's okay.
I don't want to answer that.
So what's the best memory you have of the JA?
All the people I met, all the stories I get, and just watching them grow up and come back. Like I say, bringing new people to the community.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to talk about?
No, I mean, I think I said it all. I think it's just been a wonderful experience. And I just love this place. I'll be saying, like, I'm about to leave. But I think about how good everybody's been to me. And I can't go because I love y'all. So I got to stay until y'all kick me out. That's it.
So one parting shot, one last thought. You said, I was at your retirement party, and there were lots of people, Jewish, non-Jewish, people who worked in the courts, lots and lots and lots of people, because everybody loved you and was going to miss you. And you said, you introduced a member of the Jewish community to someone else, and you said, so-and-so, meet so-and-so. He's one of my people, one of my special people, because the Jewish people are my special people.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Because I love y'all. Y'all have embraced me. Like I said, y'all haven't shown me any racism to me. Y'all have embraced me as Sharon. You didn't look at the color of my skin. It was just me, I hope, that y'all fell in love with. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't bring me to your families, go to invite me to these weddings, invite me to these bar mitzvahs, just invite me to parties, ask me to go experience your religion. Ask me to come over for Shabbos. Ask me when the holidays come to come over and have dinner. That's because you care. That's not a show thing. Because, you can walk out this door and say, that's it for me. But y'all don't. And when my brother died, my daddy died, and my mama died, y'all showed me so much love. I mean, that's something you didn't have to do. I work here at night. I'm not Jewish. I'm an honorary Jew. Once I walk out the door, I'm an employee. But y'all show me more than an employee. Y'all show me that y'all love me. So, like I said at my retirement, I'm not leaving y'all. I love y'all. I'm leaving them, but I'm not leaving here. Because I love y'all. Because y'all always show me love.
Thank you, Sharon. That was a really beautiful interview.
You think so?
I think so.